cook couscous really quickly by boiling the water and then pouring the boiled water over the couscous and letting that sit for 5 minutes. So I'm going to do 2 cups of water in my pot right here. I'm going to turn that on high, and then I'm going to cover it with a lid, and then we're going to let that cook. Okay, while that's all starting to prepare, we're going to get to doing some of our chopping so that we can have all of our ingredients ready when we're ready to cook or toss them together. Wusthof knife, which is my favorite type of knives, we're going to cut into this onion in half. There is our onion, minced onion. All right, so this was like $2 of cabbage, and this can feed at least like 8 meals. Look at all of that. Wow. Okay, another thing that I grabbed for the budget is this cucumber. This is called a hothouse cucumber. It's wrapped in plastic like this, and it's got a really nice tender skin on it, which makes it great for eating without having to peel it or do much work to it. So what we're going to do is just remove the plastic. Okay, and this is going to be like a side dish with the cabbage. So I'm just going to cut it into quarters. And then I'm going to kind of cut it into sticks. So you can kind of just enjoy it as like a little snack. All right, so there's our cucumber. Then the last thing that we're going to chop is this lemon. This lemon I got instead of a vinegar or salad dressing. This is just going to be a nice acid to put onto the couscous salad. And what we're going to do is we're just going to cut it into wedges and then put 1 wedge with each salad. So you need about 5 of these, but we're probably going to yield about 8 from this whole lemon. If you have vinegar at home, you don't have to necessarily do the lemon, but it's kind of nice to have something a little bit fresh. The couscous is finished resting. It's absorbed all the water, so now all I have to do is just fluff it with a fork like this. Now that we have our couscous prepared, we're just going to add several other ingredients to make this salad. So I'm going to open this can of chickpeas. I'm going to drain the liquid and pour that into there. Then I'm going to open this can of eggplant that has tomatoes and onions and sauce in it. That's going to go in here, and it's going to give this dish a lot of flavor without having to add a lot of cost to the dish, because this can has oil, vinegar, salt, tomato juice, black pepper, garlic, salt, parsley, curry powder. It has a lot of flavoring. So instead of having to buy all those ingredients separately, I'm just going to use this can to flavor the couscous. And then we're just going to add our minced onions as well. So here's our chickpeas. This is going to add a lot of protein and fiber. We have our minced onions. And then our can of eggplant with tomatoes and onions. Look at that eggplant. Can you see it? This is going to be really good. Okay, I'm just going to stir. All right, and there's the salad. Okay, now we are going to start assembling our meals into these Bentgo meal prep containers. I really love these because I can buy a big pack of 30 of them on Amazon, and I can meal prep an entire week of meals in these containers. These are reusable. You can put them in the dishwasher. They're BPA free, and they're compartmentalized, which I really like because then I can put a variety of types of meals into these containers. So I'm going to show you how I do this for each of the dishes. I have 3 different types of Bentgos that I'm going to use, and let's get started. Okay, so I like to line all of my Bentgo containers up facing the same direction, and then I just have my assembly line here of my cucumbers and lemon, my cabbage, and my couscous salad. I'm going to use the 2-compartment containers for the couscous salad. So here's how I would do that. I would just take a little bit of cabbage, place it into the small compartment here. Then I would take a little lemon, some cucumbers, and just kind of stuff it with as much of that as I can. Then I'm going to take my 1/2 cup measure, get some of my couscous salad. This looks so good. And just portion it into the container. This whole bowl is going to go for 5 servings. So that's why I like to have all of my containers lined up, so in case I put too much into one, I can take some from another. Okay, so that's what the finished product looks like in the Bentgo meal prep containers for the eggplant and chickpea and couscous salad.